Hello everyone. In this ROS2 lesson, we will learn the concepts of ROS2 communication graph, topics, and nodes. The proper understanding of these concepts is very important for the development of ROS2 programs. The written tutorial accompanying this lesson is provided as the attachment to this lesson. This figure shows a basic structure of the ROS2 communication graph. Here, for presentation clarity, we show a graph consisting only of nodes and topics. ROS2 nodes can also communicate by using services. Communication using services will be explained later on in this course once nodes and topics are properly explained and understood by students. First, let us define the concept of a node. Broadly speaking, nodes are processes or algorithms performing various computational tasks. They are capable of communicating and exchanging information with other nodes by using topics as well as other ROS2 communication channels such as services. As I mentioned previously, services will be explained in future lessons. For example, in real-life robotic systems, a node can be a program controlling a servo motor or a stepper motor of a robotic joint. Then, a node can be a process or a program controlling the behavior and receiving information from a rangefinder or a lidar sensor. Then, a node can be a program implementing a PID control algorithm. Then, a node can be a program or a driver receiving information from a camera. And finally, a program receiving the information from an encoder that filters this information can also be a node. Nodes can exchange information with other nodes. In a practical scenario, a node can run a program that will read information from a laser or ultrasonic distance sensor. This particular node filters the received readings and creates a ROS2 message. Messages will be explained later on in this lecture. A message contains the filtered sensor reading. Then, the message is sent through an appropriate topic to another node. This node can, for example, use the received message to calculate a PID control action for controlling a servo motor. Next, we define topics. A topic is a named communication bus that's used to communicate ROS2 messages between nodes. That is, topics can be seen as channels or links that are used to send or receive messages. ROS2 messages can be strings, integers, images, and a combination of basic data types, or even custom-defined data structures. Topics usually have user-defined names that describe the types of messages being sent or the purpose of topics. Over here, we illustrated a simple ROS2 communication graph. This ROS2 graph consists of 4 nodes, node 1, node 2, node 3, and node 4, and we have 2 topics, topic 1 and topic 2. Node 4 sends a message called message A to topic 1. By using ROS2 terminology, we can say that node 4 is a publisher node. This means that node 4 publishes a message to a certain topic. In our case, it's topic 1. On the other side of communication channels, this message A is distributed and sent to 2 nodes, to node 3 and node 2. In ROS terminology, we can say that node 3 and node 2 are subscribing to the topic 1. Subscription means that node 3 and node 2 are subscribing to the topic 1 and they expect to receive messages from topic 1. Note over here that message A is distributed to node 3 and node 2. This is because both of these nodes are subscribed to the topic 1. From everything being said so far, we can see that we have publisher nodes and we have subscriber nodes. Publisher nodes are the nodes that are publishing messages, and subscribing nodes or subscriber nodes are nodes that are receiving messages from the topic. And the topic can be seen as a communication. On the other hand, we can see that node 4 publishes a message B to the topic 2. On the other side, we have node 1 that is a subscriber node to the topic 2, and it receives message B. In the sequel, we will illustrate the basic structure of ROS2 communication graph by using two examples. Here is the first example. This example represents a 6 degree of freedom robotic arm. Let us focus only on a single robotic joint. Our goal is to control the angle of rotation of a robotic joint. Let us assume that we have implemented a node called encoder node that receives pulse readings from an encoder sensor located over here. The node filters the sensor readings and calculates the angle of rotation of the robotic joint. This is the publisher node in this configuration. The encoder node publishes a message containing angle of rotation to the topic called encoder sensor readings. Also, let us assume that we have implemented a node that controls a servo motor that moves the robotic joint. This node is called servo control node. This node is the subscriber node since it is subscribed to the topic called encoder sensor reading. The subscriber node receives messages containing numerical values of joint rotation angles. At the same time, this node is subscribed to the topic called desired joint angle. This topic is used to transfer messages containing information about the desired joint angle. This is the set point for controlling the robotic joint. By using the received messages from both sides, the control node calculates a control signal that is sent to the motor driver controlling the motor of the robotic. Here's the second example that will illustrate the basic structure of ROS2 communication graph. This is a differential drive robot. The differential drive robot consists of two DC motors, one over here and another one on the other side, two encoders, one over here and one over here, motor driver that you can see over here, two controlled wheels, the first wheel, the second wheel, then over here you have a passive caster wheel, then we have a robotic base, then we have Arduino microcontroller, and we have battery packs over here. Here is a detailed view of the ROS2 communication graph structure. Here is the representation of our differential drive robot. Here is the robotic base, first wheel, second wheel, motor, encoder, second motor, and second encoder. Then we have a motor driver, and we have motor shafts. And of course, we have a caster wheel. The control algorithm is actually implemented by using this ROS2 communication graph. We have several nodes. We have a node controlling motors, we have a node receiving and filtering encoder measurements, then we have node for dead reckoning, that is for calculating the position and orientation on the basis of the encoder readings, and we have the node implementing the actual control algorithm. Let's explain this graph over here. The desired control objective is sent through the topic called topic, desired position, and orientation. The control node called node control algorithm implements a position and orientation control algorithm. This node subscribes to the topic, desired position and orientation, and receives the information about the desired position and orientation. At the same time, the control node receives information about the estimated position and orientation through the topic called topic estimated position and orientation. That is, it subscribes itself to the topic used to communicate its estimated position and orientation. The control node calculates the control values for both motors and publishes this information through the third topic called topic control values for motors. On the other side of the communication link, there is a node called node controlling motors. This node subscribes to the topic called topic control values for motors and receives control values. It converts these values into pulse width modulation or PWM signals that are sent to the motor driver. On the sensor side of the loop, we have the node called node receiving and filtering encoder measurements. As the name suggests, this node receives encoder angle readings and filters them. Then it creates a message carrying the numerical values of angle readings and publishes this message to the topic called topic sensor measurements. The node called node dead reckoning calculate position and orientation is used to estimate the position and orientation of a robot in 2D plane by using the sensor measurements. That is, by using the encoder readings and by using the kinematic model of a robot. Then it publishes the estimated position and orientation to the topic called topic estimated position and orientation. And that's it.